Multiprocessing and multithreading are important aspects of Python software development. These two terms can be really confusing at times because they sound similar but they are totally different, and the use cases of these two things in Python applications are totally different. In this video, let's demystify what multiprocessing and multithreading mean, when to use it, and how to use it safely. Before we move forward and implement anything in code, let's understand what multiprocessing and multithreading is. Let's say you have a file called main.py. You run the file using Python space file name main.py. When you run this thing, operating system of your computer assigns memory, CPU, and all other things, etc., to this main.py, and it is known as a process. I hope you understand what a process mean. One more time, you have a main.py file, and when you run the main.py file using Python main.py, it starts a process. Your operating system provides memory, CPU, and everything to this process. As this process grows, it can acquire more memory and more CPU up to a certain limit that your operating system can provide to the process. So, multiprocessing means running multiple processes of this kind. Okay, running multiple processes of this kind. On the other hand, multithreading means, let's say you call OpenAI API. Now, when you call OpenAI API, obviously it will go to OpenAI server and then it will receive response, and let's say this takes 5 seconds. For example, it takes 5 seconds. So when you start the call, and at the point when the call is ended, during this time your CPU and memory is free. So what you do is that instead of waiting for this to come, you start another work. Okay, instead of waiting here, you start another work in between, and when this comes, you take that and do whatever you want to do. So basically, multithreading means you don't wait for a process to complete, you just move ahead. That means in multithreading, you are juggling between tasks, task 1, task 2, task 3, and you are running all the tasks one by one and waiting for their results to come. So this happens so fast that it seems concurrent, like all the things happened at the same time, but it doesn't. Basically, you start a process, and instead of waiting for its result, you move ahead and start another work or move ahead into the program. So this is multithreading and this is multiprocessing. A single process can start sub-processes, and each sub-process or a process and sub-process can have multiple threads. Okay, so basically threads goes inside process. Each process can have multiple sub-process, and each process and sub-process can have multiple thread inside them. Now let's see when to use multiprocessing and when to use multithreading. Let's first understand multithreading. So let's say you want to send an email. Okay, so sending email can be done on a separate thread. It doesn't affect the whole process. Let's say making API call. You can make API call on a separate thread and don't wait it to complete. On the other hand, CPU based task that goes into processes. So let's say you want to manipulate an image, you can do it on a separate process because that's a CPU based task, and when you create a new sub process, it will have all the OS level things like memory, CPU and everything. So this is basically input output based task. Whenever you want to manage multiple input output based task, you go with multi-threading, and when you have CPU based task, you go with multi-processing. Now multi-threading also comes with a problem, and we will look into that when we see the code section. So without further ado, let's see some code section. First, I'll show you a single process. So I'll run a single process, or basically let's say a file, and it will have a while loop, and in while loop I'll wait for 2 seconds before printing this running. Let me save this. I'll come here, I'll run the application using UV. It says UV run single process.py. So this is the process ID. I would like to show you my system monitor as well, and if I come down here, you'll see this process is running 9544, and if I come here, you can see 9544. So that means my computer has provided some memory and CPU to this Python process, and you can see the details here. Now let me stop this and let me clear this. Let's see multi-threading. So I'll go to this multi-threading file. Here you'll see I have a function called worker, and it sleeps for a certain amount of time. What I'm doing here is that starting multiple threads, and then continue doing my work, and then join those multiple threads and see when they finishes. It will seem concurrent, like it will do the things at the same time, because this for loop doesn't take any time. I'm creating 3 threads and I'm starting all the threads one by one, so they will spend about 10 seconds of on their own, and then they will come back. So let me come here and I'll say UV run multithreading.py, and when I run it, you'll see 3 processes, my bad, 3 threads are started on a single process. So on this single process, I started 3 threads and they all finished after 10 seconds. Basically, when we start the process, we don't wait for it to complete. We just move ahead into this for loop, start all the processes, move ahead to print this, then move ahead and join the threads, and then print the threads finished state. So this is how multi-threading works. But multi-threading comes with an issue. Let me explain the issue. Let's say you have a global variable, and in certain threads you want to read it, and in other certain threads you want to modify the global variable. When this situation comes, what happens is that you modify the variable multiple times. So I'll run the file. Okay, so basically I had 1000 balance and I try to reduce 700 twice. What happened is that for the first time it is good. I have 1000 and 700 reduced, the balance remains 300. But when for the second time I want to reduce 700, it should say insufficient balance, but instead this second thread has also modified this, and basically it did not read the correct value of balance because this has modified it. And again, since it did not read the correct value, this thread also modified the balance, and now the balance is minus 400. And this is the issue with threading. But Python comes with a lock on threading, and it makes sure that a single thread at a given time can modify a variable. And let's see the implementation of thread.Lock. Same example, I'm doing the same thing, running two threads and trying to modify the balance. But since we are running threading.Lock, it will not allow the second thread to modify the balance variable before this process finishes. Let me run this thread.Lock file. You will see that first it is valid 700 reduced from my 1000 balance, and my balance is 300. Now I want to reduce again 700. This time the balance is insufficient. Due to this lock, this process was not allowed to use this before this finishes the process. So this is how you can apply multi-threading with the safety of lock. But let's say your process doesn't read or update any global variable, then you are fine with running the threads without lock. Finally, I would like to show you this multiprocess thing. With this multiprocessing, we can start multiple processes and acquire CPU memory and CPU time and everything. So let me run that file as well. uv run multiple processes.py, and when I run it, you will see 58, 59 and 60 process started. Let me quickly see my system monitor, but before I bring that up, the process is finished. Let me run the processes again, and let me bring the system monitor. You'll see we have couple of processes running, 86, 7, 88 and 89, and you'll see those processes were running for about 10 seconds. I'm sure now you are able to understand what is multiprocessing and multithreading, how to safely use multithreading when you want to update a global variable. I'm sure in your upcoming work related to Python, you will surely use multiprocessing and multithreading whenever appropriate. If you like the work I put on my YouTube channel, consider subscribing to my channel. That helps. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the life, feel the music. Peace.